Welcome back everyone. In our last session, we looked at how data travels across the network. Today we are moving to the very top of the stack, which is called the application layer. This is where the magic happens for the user. It is the layer that connects our web browser, email client, and file sharing apps to the rest of the network. If the network is a highway, the application layer is the car you are driving. In the TCP/IP model, the application layer is a single, powerful layer. But to understand it better, we often look at the OSI model, which breaks it into three parts: application, presentation, and session. Application layer. This is the interface you interact with. Then presentation layer formats and encrypts data so it is readable. Lastly, session layer. It starts, manages, and ends the conversation between devices. You can think of it as the front office of networking. The presentation layer has three critical jobs: coding, compression, and encryption. For the coding part, it ensures that if I send a hello in one format, your computer can decode it correctly. For the compression part, it shrinks the data so it travels faster, like zipping a file. And lastly, for the encryption part, it scrambles the data so only the receiver can read it. Without this layer, your data might arrive as meaningless or be stolen by hackers. Now we will talk something about the session layer, whose responsibility is managing the conversation. The session layer is like a polite host. It starts the conversation, keeps it alive as long as needed, and says goodbye when it is done. If your connection drops for a second, the session layer tries to pick up where it left off. It ensures that your data does not get mixed up with someone else's conversation. Now we will talk about the client-server model. Most of what we do online follows the client-server model. What is the client-server model? The client is the device asking for information, like your phone. The server is the powerful computer that provides it. When you ask for a website, that is a request. When the server sends it back, that is a response. Sending data to the server is uploading, and getting the data from it is downloading. Now we will talk about the DNS, which is the Internet's phone book. Computers love numbers, but humans love names. That is why we have DNS, which is Domain Name System. It is the Internet's phone book. When you type google.com, DNS looks up to the unique IP address for that server. Without DNS, you would have to memorize long strings of numbers for every website you visit. Now we will talk about one of the very common things we always do online, that is web browsing. When you browse the web, you use HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. But today, almost everything is HTTPS. The S stands for secure. It uses encryption to protect your passwords and your personal informations. The latest version, HTTP/3, is even faster because it handles network changes like switching from Wi-Fi to LTE, which is much better than older versions. Now, to other regular tasks, what we do online regularly, like email and file sharing. For email, we use two main rules, SMTP and POP or IMAP. SMTP is used to send mail to the server. POP or IMAP, this is used to receive mail from the server. And for moving large files, we use FTP. File transfer protocol is like a dedicated shipping service for your digital documentations. Now we will discuss about a very important thing for the network engineers, which is remote access. Sometimes engineers need to control a server from far away. We use SSH for this. It creates a secure encrypted tunnel so you can type commands directly into a remote computer as if you were sitting right in front of it. It is the gold standard for secure remote management. In 2026, application layer security is more important than ever. Like API security, most apps talk to each other via APIs to keep them locked down. Then always encrypt. Use the latest standards like TLS 1.3 for everything. And lastly, zero trust. Don't trust an application just because it is on your network. Verify every request. That is the application layer. It is the interface between you and the complex world of networking. You have learned how data is formatted, how sessions are managed, and the key protocols that run our digital lives. Next time, we'll dive deeper into how these messages are actually transported. Great job today. Thank you.